Hey everybody, Mental Fox here. Welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. I guess we're in some kind of dream state here. And our objective is to save our parents, I think. I can't look at my inventory or my journal or anything. So, I guess I'm just going to try to walk... Well, I guess I'll walk in the direction of the marker on my compass, so that's kind of convenient. So let's go. Parents are asking for our help, calling out to us. Whoa. Huh? Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, okay, okay. I'm gonna punch a guy with a shield. You've reached a new level in unarmed. Okay. I'm gonna run away from these jerks. Gosh, you're still following me. Golly. Okay. Whoa. All right. Huh.
Do you need some help?
Whoa.
There's work to be done.
Just a nightmare, I guess. One of those nightmares where you try to do something, but you can't.
It's past sunrise.
Henry, can you hear me?
Get up, Henry. Wake up. It's a new day.
Henry, can you hear me? Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
A little bit.
Theresa?
You still have a fever. Uncle won't be pleased, but you'll have to stay in bed.
Where am I? In Skalitz?
We're at my uncle's mill in Rattay. I didn't know where else to go.
What happened?
You don't remember anything? I suppose that's not surprising. I found you in Skalitz after those bandits attacked you. I thought they'd done for you, but you were still breathing. Why in heaven's name did you go back there? It was madness. They slaughtered everyone who didn't run.
My parents, I wanted to bury them. I had to...
Don't worry. I took care of it.
Thank you.
Any good Christian would have done the same. Now sleep. You need your strength back.
Well, then why did you wake me up? A few delirious days later.
You're awake.
Oh, now we're awake. Okay.
Good morning.
It's near midnight. You've slept all day.
Oh, I feel like a horse fell on me.
The beating you took was worse. But at least the fever's broken.
Oh, wow. How the heck did you find me?
How did you manage to save me?
You were lucky. I was in Skalitz and I saw Peshek and his thugs. I tried to distract them, but it would have been no use if those soldiers from Talmberg hadn't arrived. They were searching for you and scattered the bandits.
Why were you there?
What in the world were you doing in Skalitz?
Waiting to die.
What?
They killed my brothers, my family, my friends.
They're all dead.
All of them. Everyone I ever loved. They killed one of my brothers in the mines. After that, what did I have to live for?
Don't say that. There's always hope.
No, there isn't. But it doesn't matter. I'm a different person now.
Searching for me?
Yes, Lord Divish sent them, led by Captain Robard. So tell me, why is a lord of such high standing interested in a blacksmith?
Sir Divish promised Sir Rattay he'd look after me, but as for why they should care, I've no idea.
I'm tired.
Oh, I'm exhausted.
I'm not surprised. I'll bring you water and something to eat. In the meantime, rest. You're still very weak.
And even later. She was just
Good morning
waiting to
you.
die?
How's the invalid today?
Ugh, haven't felt as good as this since they lashed me to the wheel and quartered me on the town square.
Got your sense of humor back. You must be better.
How come she doesn't look
My
any
uncle
better?
will be glad to hear it. I had a job persuading him to let me bring you here. If you'd lain around much longer, he really would have dumped you on the town square. You can stay until you find somewhere else to live, but my uncle will want payment for taking you in and caring for you.
Where the heck am I anyway? Oh, she already told us, but let's ask her again. But yeah, they're not doing a very good job of making it look like time has passed because her face is still all beat up.
And this is your uncle's house?
We're in Rattay Mill. My uncle's Miller Peshek. He took me in, and I talked him into taking care of you too.
That was very nice, but I've been lying around here long enough.
I've been lying here long enough.
Uncle will be pleased he's one mouth less to feed. But are you truly well enough?
Well enough to do what has to be done. Where can I find Sir Rattay?
He's in the lower castle in Perkstein. He's a guest of Sir Hanush of Lipa. But someone like you can't just walk up bold as you please and demand an audience.
I know Sir Rattay, and I didn't bring him his sword as I was supposed to. I must see him.
If you insist. But you need to speak to my uncle first. You've been in your sickbed for over a fortnight while he paid the apothecary to tend to you, and for medicine. That's a good deal of a coin you owe him.
I've been lying here 2 weeks. My God.
Better a fortnight in bed than an eternity in the grave. If it weren't for my uncle, you wouldn't be here at all.
We'll have to thank him. And we do owe her our life, no doubt about it.
I owe you both my life, and I'll repay my debt. You have my word.
All right. But before you go to town, you should eat something. You're still weak. There's food on the table for you.
Lots of new quests and objectives starting up. Rattay Mill is your new home. You can sleep here whenever you want, and you have your own trunk here. The contents of this trunk will be holy cow, what's she doing? Will be available to you in all your homes and rented lodgings. Gosh, she's having a little bit of trouble going up that ladder. Rattay Mill. Water mills. By the end of the 14th century, most rural towns had on average up to 7 mills. Wow. Water-powered forging mills, wash mills, sawmills, water pumps, bellows in foundries and smelters, and for beating hemp. Each mill consisted of 3 parts: the engine, the transmission system, and the work equipment. The driving mechanism or engine was a water wheel, and the gearing or transmission system consisted of many gears to convert the force from the slow-moving mill wheel to fast motion. Work equipment differed according to the particular function of the mill. At the heart of grain mills were millstones, a lower stationary bedstone, and an upper rotating runner. The grain was ground between the two. The mill had to be well situated. The current had to be neither too weak nor too strong, and in the Czech climate, the strength of the current in the river varied greatly with the seasons. This meant that the miller also had to build artificial mill runs and weirs with which to control the flow. We are learning all kinds of stuff. The Ronov family. Is that where we are here, I guess? I don't think so. Her uncle's name was Pesh or something like that. So who's the Ronov family? One of the oldest and most notable of Czech aristocratic dynasties. The family expanded into numerous branches over generations, such as the Lords of Dalba, Burka, the Lichtenbergs, Krznets of Ronau, and so on. In the 13th and 14th centuries, the family split into the Lords of Lipa, the Lichtenbergs, the Lords of Dalba, and the Lords of Klingenstein, and more. The oldest known member of the dynasty was the late 12th century Smil Svetlik of Tuhon. His descendants carried high office at the royal court, thus acquiring considerable tracts of land from which they acquired the family name, from Ronau in the Zitava region and the Nice River Valley in present-day Poland. Ronau Castle of the same name south of Česká Lipa was built only at the end of the 14th century. The Rattay family is represented by one of the Kingdom Come Deliverance characters, Hanush of Lepa. Okay, that's why we learned about that guy. I heard her mention this name. Discovered a fast travel point. Nice, 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 nice. And Miller. Milling is one of the oldest crafts in the Czech lands, the construction of water mills being well known since earliest times. Over the centuries, the mechanism was perfected, and in the Middle Ages there was a mill in practically every village. There were also windmills, or mills powered by oxen or horses. Milling was one of the so-called freelance professions. They conducted trade in the village, among other roles. With the increasing number of water mills and other water-powered equipment, there was a need to settle relationships between the various millers. Already by the mid-14th century, an association of provincial millers, experts in the field of water rights, was set up, with powers to survey water courses, stipulate the scale of mill earthworks, assess the technical condition of mills, and so on. They also drew up a code of conduct for millers, so as to ensure their use of water for milling caused no loss to others. Since the mills stood apart from the other village houses, millers were often the subject of gossip and were accused of earning money on the side in nefarious ways, from selling customers short on flour to outright witchcraft, thievery, and trafficking in stolen goods. Wow, I never knew this. The latter accusations in particular were certainly defamatory and without a grain of truth. That is interesting. I did not know this stuff. Let's see what's in this box. Well, here's all of our stuff. It's nice that it's in here instead of on our... Oh, wait a minute. Is this what's in the box? Right? And then this is what we have on our person? Let me verify this. Get your things from the trunk. Oh, okay. I actually didn't get anything from the trunk. If I look at my inventory right now, we'll see that, yes, indeed, this is all that I'm carrying. So we do want to get our stuff from the trunk. We don't want to walk around like this. Yemedos are also hungry. So, but she gave us some food. So let's eat sweet pancake. And another one. And another one. We'll eat this fresh food that she gave us. Sweet pancake. Sweet pancake. A sweet pancake made of milk, flour, and eggs. I tell you what, though. Instead of eating this, let's get some stuff out of here. I'm going to take all of it. And then I'm going to put some of it back. Let's see. What do I want to put back? We don't need to be carrying around Bianca's ring, so let's put that back. And we're not... Let's see. Weapons. We've got a poor quality arrow and a torch we'll put back. Armor. I mean... Let me decide what I'm going to wear before I start dumping clothes back in there. So... as far as armor goes, I got a green shirt. I mean, this was our clothes, so we'll put this on. And some shoes. A noble's shoes. Those look ridiculous, but we're going to put those on, I think. Or do I want to put on working boots? Yeah, let's put on working boots, because we're probably going to be doing a lot of work. As far as pants go, we have tight olive hose. We look like Peter Pan. And patched hose. Noise. Whoa, these are really noisy. These tight olive hose are really noisy. They have a charisma of 8 versus these, charisma of 3. These are not quite as durable. I'm not really sure which ones I want to put on. They have the same amount of defense. These are actually in better condition. They're just not as durable. These are worth considerably more. I don't know. I'll put these on because that other outfit looks ridiculous. And I think that's good. I'm not going to go fighting or anything. So, you know, let's put on a red scarf. I don't know what this little splotch here means. I wish I knew what that meant. That little... See this here? What is that? I don't know what that is. Put a red scarf on. It kind of completes the outfit, I feel like. Gives us a little bit of charisma here. This goes on our head. That looks ridiculous. We don't need that on. This looks kind of ridiculous too. And we don't need to be walking around with a helmet on, I don't feel like. Okay, so that's what we're going to do for that. And then open this back up. And inventory, armor. I'm going to move this. Oops, I turned this off. This means I have it equipped, so this. Just going to keep the stuff I'm wearing. I have no weapons, no quest items. We have some other stuff. We don't need Kunesh's keys on us anymore. We don't need to carry around our Hercules book with us. Or Henry's beta die. Trunk keys. A key ring with all the trunk keys I've got. Okay, I guess we want that. And then a key ring with all the door keys I've got. Door keys. Do I want to carry 11 bandages around? Maybe. I might want to. There's my stomach. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to look in my inventory, and I'm going to sort by condition. And everything's in pretty good condition, really. I'm going to sort my food by condition. So I'm going to eat this bread roll because it's in the worst condition. So let us eat the bread. Another bread. Some cheese. And I'm no longer hungry. And we have her sweet, sweet pancakes here in our inventory for later on. Okay. Really don't need to carry all of this food around with me, but I'm going to. Oh, then we could also eat from that pot. Oh well. We could open a door. But before we do that, let's see what in the world is going on here. We have two main quests. We have a side quest. We have an activity. Vengeance. My home was destroyed, my parents and my sweetheart murdered. I fled like a coward and only survived by a miracle. That's for sure. And when I tried to do the right thing and at least bury my loved ones, I lost the last thing my father left me, the sword he forged for Sir Radzig. But I will never run again, ever. I'll find that bastard who led the raid on Skalitz and kill him. And I'll find that thieving rat who took my sword and run him through with it. Yeah, we will. Yeah, we will. Get father's sword back, find Markvart von Aulitz, and avenge your parents. Let's see. Skalitz was raised by King Sigismund of Hungary's army, but the attack itself was led by a knight whose coat of arms was a shield with 1/2 gold and 3 red bars, and the other half plain red. Okay. He was the one who murdered my parents. It didn't take me long to find out who he was, because Sigismund's army also approached Talmberg and sent a negotiator to parley. It was him, and he even introduced himself by name, Markvart von Aulitz, and I was helpless to do anything, but one day I will find him. I have to find the bastard who stole the sword from me. I believe he goes by the nickname Runt, and has something to do with Zbyszek from Skalitz. And I must find Markvart and avenge my parents. So that's like the main quest here. I feel like the overarching story in this game. This one's called Awakening. I woke up from bad dreams. Theresa, the Skalitz miller's daughter, was sitting leaning over me. It turns out it was she, together with Sir Robard and his men, who saved my life. Then she took me to Rattay, to Uncle Peshek's mill. They looked after me the whole time I was delirious and feverish. Theresa also lost everything and is now living at her uncle's mill. I may stay there if I wish, but I have a debt to settle. My treatment was not without cost. So this is more immediate. We're supposed to go to Perkstein to see Sir Radzig. I have to go to Perkstein Castle to see Sir Radzig and tell him what happened. Side quest: The Good Thief. Miller Peshek and his niece Theresa took care of me while I was at death's door. I owe them my life. Miller Peshek. Okay. I'd better have a word with Miller Peshek about the time I spent lying ill at his mill. I don't like that this is called The Good Thief, but we're already a thief anyway. All that looting I did, all those bodies. Despicable, I tell you. Main quests, side quests, quests that are done. Yeah. So I don't know if we read that yet or not, but these are the completed quests. And then we have activities here. What does the map look like? The map looks like this. Huh, okay. There is an activity giver here. There's one over here. Here is a quest giver. Okay, cool. Well, what's up here? Another chest. Oh, hello. Apparently that's where she sleeps. We're not going to lockpick her chest, but we're going to talk to her.
Have you eaten yet?
Yeah, it was good, man.
Yes, it was very good. Did you bake it yourself?
I did. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
No, let me sleep.
All right, fine. You do know the sun is up, right? We'll break into her chest later. Steal her stuff. I'm just kidding. So, I wonder if this looks anything like what the houses people lived in back there looks like. It's cool to think that... I mean, I don't know how we would know what the houses looked like. But, you know, this one's made out of stone predominantly, so I guess it's possible that some survived for long periods of time. This is obviously a mill here. Should like to listen to that all day. Well, there's a Miller over there. We may as well just go ahead and talk to him right off, because it would really be rude if we just walked out of here and didn't even acknowledge him. He's been very, very kind to us to allow us to stay here, to pay for our medical bills as they were, to feed us, to give us a roof over our heads. This is a very generous man here, and we owe him a lot.
Hey, youngster, come here.
I'm here. I'm Henry. Thanks for taking care of me.
My name's Henry. Thank you for taking care of me here.
My name's Peshek, and I'm the miller here. You've already met my niece, Theresa. She took care of you for 2 whole weeks while you were in limbo. And talking of you being at death's door, while you were lying here, you worked up quite a bill with the bloodletter, who came now and again to keep you alive with his potions. That quack doesn't come cheap. I paid him what I could, but I still, that is, you still owe him.
I see. Well, it's better to be in debt than to lie dead in a ditch. What do I owe? I'm not afraid of hard work.
You won't pay for that shoveling manure. I might have a better job for you. And it's not something any fool can do. If you prove to me you're a clever lad, I might trust you with something you could really make money from. What do you say?
Well, can't I pay instead? No, let's ask him what he needs. Let's help this guy out.
Well, what would you need from me?
A trifle. Just to take something from someone and bring it to someone else. And not get caught while you're doing it.
That sounds straightforward enough. Except for not get caught. Why would anyone want to catch me?
Oh, don't worry. It's just a job like any other. Only this one requires, let's say, the right moral disposition. Do corpses bother you?
No honourable man should touch them. That's the executioner's job.
Did you expect I'd give you a hoe and send you out to the fields? You can dig all right, but somewhere else. I want to know whether you're going to hide behind some stupid fucking scruples, or if you might be useful for more unconventional work.
Oh, tell me more.
I was prepared for just about anything, but that's a bit much. But go on. Tell me more.
Listen, it's about this ring my mate Wojciech, the Kohelnitz miller, had his eye on. Trouble is, they buried the ring by the gibbet along with the villain they hung while he was wearing it.
Jesus Christ. You want me to dig up a corpse, take a ring from it, and give it to your friend in Kohelnitz? Is nothing sacred to you?
Money first, morals later. That fellow is dead. He won't miss it. Whatever bleeding heart came up with the idea that it's disrespectful to disturb a corpse never read the Bible. It's still a human body, only it's missing a soul. Why be disgusted by something created by God?
He makes a good point. Oh, man. I wish we could go back to Can't I Pay You instead? We don't have any honor. I looted every body between Talmberg and and Skalitz, so we have no honor. We can't be all high and mighty and Mr. Morals now. Besides, we owe this man.
I think I've already heard more than I need to know. You got the tongue of the devil himself. If you tried hard enough, I bet you could justify sodomy with a goat.
Dude.
Watch your mouth, boy. There's a shovel here around the mill somewhere. If there's any problem, come and see me. And here's something on the side to make you dig better.
Thanks. I'll need it. I can't believe I've come to this. Digging up corpses.
Oh, and watch out for the executioner and his hounds. They're pretty savage. And I don't just mean the dogs. You can just throw them some meat. The dogs, that is. But the executioner? Well, don't vex him. Farewell.
Oh boy. Also, you gave us some spirits. Oh boy. Here we go. Executioner. The profession of executioner dates back to ancient Egypt and Rome, reappearing in Europe in the 13th century. Before this, capital punishment was meted by the judges themselves, or the prosecutors or relatives of the condemned, or other persons as suited. Look at this picture. It was only with the advent of the executioner that all such tasks were under his remit. Although the executioner by his profession came into considerable money, and it was a status symbol for a town to have its own, the hangman or headsman would be a social outcast. For an honest citizen to make any contact with the executioner was to lose respect, and the executioner himself had to endure a lot of discriminatory measures, sitting at a separate place in the church and at the inn, not taking part in social functions and celebrations, etc. The executioner took charge of punishments such as hanging, breaking knees, quartering, burning and torturing, drawing by horses, or beheading. He had his assistants, henchmen, who helped him with preparation and took away the bodies of the executed. Other tasks done by the executioner included the role of the knacker, who cleared away animal cadavers, caught stray dogs, and even sometimes just cleaned up filth from the streets. The executioner might also oversee the town brothel, was somewhat familiar with surgery, could set broken bones and dislocated limbs, or amputate them in cases of gangrene. Sometimes the executioner sold articles directly related to an execution to the superstitious, for example, the hanging rope, the hanged man fingers, or amulets made from his hair. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, well this guy... Ugh. Yeah. But you gotta do what you gotta do. I guess that little icon down there that looks like a bed is telling me maybe I'm a little sleepy? Is that what's going on? I mean, I just woke up. Let me see. Player. This says tiredness. This is our tiredness. Our speech is at a 3 right now. I don't know why it's being modified. But it is. Right now it's at -1. I wish it told me why. I don't know if it's because we're tired or because I don't know. I don't know why our speech is at -1. Buffs. Tiredness. A debuff. Well, apparently we're tired and that is making us sleepy. You are exhausted. You cannot concentrate and your speech is not so persuasive as usual. Also, your charisma has taken a hit. Eventually, you will start fainting. Speech and charisma reduced in proportion to your tiredness. Oh, okay. I mean, we just woke up, man. How can we be so tired? Well, this guy has some crazy quest for us here. Optional, you should pay Miller Peshek the debt for treatment. Optional, get the dead man's ring for Miller Peshek. Let's see if we talk to him again, if we're like, you know what? Oh, he's gone. There he goes. He just went in there. Oh, this is probably going to be private. No, this is where we were. Hey, you know what? Let's see. I've got coin enough to pay you back? Really?
God be with you.
Let's see. How much coin do we have? We have, wow, 74.2. My goodness. We did a lot of looting. That's a lot of money. Well, let's see here. Let's talk to him. Let's just ask him where we could find a shovel. Maybe we'll need one for something else later on.
Where can I find a shovel?
There's one right outside, leaning against the cart.
Okay. Hey, can you teach me to pick locks?
God be with you.
Oh, what? Huh?
Try
Whoa.
unlocking this trunk.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm learning how to pick locks.
Hold the lockpick in your right hand and use it to feel out the tumbler. In your left hand, you hold the blade. Got it? Good. Now turn the whole lock to the blade, but don't stop holding the tumbler with the pick. Otherwise, you'll be fucked. You'll have to start all over again. You're a dab hand, Hal. Make something out of you yet. But remember, this trunk's only for practice. Real locks, you have to watch out for the pick.
Okay.
Try it a few more times if you like. Then good luck with the real thing.
Oh, I'm good. I gotta figure it out. Okay, I want to talk to him again. Let's ask him some questions.
Can you tell me...
How about the Skalitz folk?
What about the Skalitz folk?
God sent them to punish us for our sins. They don't work, they just idle around begging. And you want to keep a close eye on your belongings when they're around. I'll be glad to see the back of them.
Wow, alright. What do you think about what happened?
What do you think about everything that's happened?
I don't concern myself with the doings of my betters, but this mess isn't good for business. Them two brothers should sort things out between themselves without dragging us into it. I don't give a damn who's king, but that usurper from Hungary has gone too far.
Talk about Sigismund and Wenceslas, of course.
Do you know anything about those Cumans?
The heathen scum that Sigismund brought here. Why do you even ask? You've seen with your own two eyes what they're capable of.
Okay. Why do I even ask? Why am I even talking to you?
That's all.
Well, we've got enough coin to pay him back. Let's do it.
I've got the money to pay that debt.
And I was afraid you had a chamber pot for a head. Hand it over. That job's still going, if you're interested.
Sure, I'm on it.
Okay. Well, we paid him. Let's talk to him some more. It's a beautiful day. Let's stand out here and just talk.
Can you tell me something about the other Millers?
There's a couple of other fellows around here in my trade. Wojciech in Kohelnitz and Simon in Sassa.
Tell me about Wojciech.
He's young and hot-blooded with a short temper. But he's a fine fellow when you get to know him. His heart's in the right place, and he's always willing to lend a helping hand. Unfortunately, he got himself into a feud with that usurer, the merchant Wolfram Pruder. Slimy bastard he is. And now they're sworn enemies.
Good information. Now tell me about Simon.
What about this Simon in Sasau?
An odd one he is, a loner who don't talk much. But he's as dogged as a hunting hound once he gets his teeth into anything. He won't let go until he sees it through, even if he has to walk over dead bodies.
Okay. Tell me something about yourself.
Tell me something about yourself.
There's nothing much to tell. I was born at the mill, I live here, and I'll surely die here. But before I do, I've plenty of work to do, and I hope I live to see peace in this land again.
All right. Hey, will you teach me to pickpocket? Just random question.
Would you teach me something about the, milling craft? Like how to get things out of strangers' purses into your own?
Aye, why not? You're handy enough. No doubt you'll master it. Come behind the mill where we won't be seen. Farewell.
Okay. Go behind the mill with Peshek. I love the sound effects. Great. That water flowing, I love it. Birds chirping. I feel like I'm out in nature. It's wonderful. I just love it. I wonder if we're going to be able to concentrate being so exhausted and all. I mean, the little dial on that bed icon doesn't really look like it's... I mean, it's just a sliver. So I'm surprised that the game says that we're so tired.
I'll stand here and pretend I don't know you're there. You try sneaking up behind me without me seeing you, and take something from my purse. First, you have to rummage in the purse. The longer you do it, the better chance you have of finding something valuable, but also of getting caught in the act. Once you've found something you want, you've got to pull it out, carefully, but fast enough so I don't notice. Try stealing my dagger. It's there, mixed up with other things.
Pickpocketing. Picking pockets is no joking matter. If you're caught with your fingers in someone else's purse, either by the victim or by a witness, they'll raise the alarm and you'll be pursued as a thief. In order to rob someone successfully, you first have to sneak up on them unnoticed, and then by holding V, begin pickpocketing. The first step is to grope around inside the purse by holding V. That's not easy, especially if your victim is on the move. The longer you can grope, the more time you will then have to select what you want. In order to then steal, you have to exceed the minimum time for groping, which you will recognize by the background of the rose changing color from red to green. The amount of time you have left for the second stage of stealing is shown by the number in the middle of the rosette. Keep a close eye on the color of the rosette. When it's light green, your victim has no chance of catching you, but as it starts to get darker and turn red, your chances of getting caught in the act increase. Okay. Yowza. Here, you've dipped your hand into someone's purse and you have to get it out with the loot before your time is up and you're caught. The place where you are stealing. Here is some item you have groped out. You can find out what it is using V. Then by pressing V again, you could steal it. Holy crap, man, this looks really complicated. If you're an experienced pickpocket and expert on items, you've fully learned the item expert perk, you can also see the properties of the stolen item. The item you've just stolen, the time that remains before you're caught. You determined how long it is by the time you spent groping. The time you'll lose if you decide to steal the item in question depends mainly on the weight of the item. This is not making any sense to me at all, but hopefully once I do it a couple times it'll make some sense. Pickpocket. Whoop. Oh, I need to hold down V. Okay. Okay, I'm holding it. I'm searching the purse. I'm searching it. Still searching. It's turning red.
Caught you! If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard.
What the?
Try it again.
I didn't see anything show up. Okay. Okay.
Caught you!
What? Oh, I thought I did good.
Real, I'd be yelling for a guard.
Oh man, I thought I got
Try
it.
it again.
Well, this is... Oh, okay, whoops. Okay, so the longer I hold it... Okay, there's a little thing there that tells me... Whoa. It's way over there now?
Caught you! If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard.
Wow.
Try it again.
What the...
Caught you!
Okay.
If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Try it again.
Okay. What? Oh, I need to get out. Okay.
That's the way. I hardly noticed you were there.
Oh, I
I
noticed.
think you're ready to try it out for real. Best practice on drunks and sleeping folk, so you don't end up in jail before you even get started.
Thanks, Peshek.
All
You're
right.
welcome. But I'll be having that dagger back now.
Okay. What else can we talk to him about? Let's see.
God be with you.
No. Let's see. What other training do we have? Oh, that's it. Okay. All right.
Farewell.
Well, I mean, we know how to pickpocket. They may come in handy at some point in the game, but I really don't plan on walking around pickpocketing people, but why not? I loot corpses. Why not pickpocket? Jeez. I have no morals. Despicable human being. Okay, let's look at our quest log thingy here. We don't have to get the Dead Man's Ring for Miller Peshek. We really don't. But it would be a good way to make some money. How's our money looking now? So apparently we owed him 50 groschen, because we had 74 before, I think. Maybe we had 79, I don't know. But now we're down to 24. We're a teeny tiny bit hungry, but not much. Oh, I'm hungry. Your stamina is decreased and eventually you'll start losing health. Okay, yeah, my stamina is decreased a little bit. I have a ton of food. I might as well eat some of it. Let's have a little bit of cheese. There, all better. So, there was a spade lying by a cart here. So he said. Of course, I don't know which cart he's talking about, but, I don't see it. Oh. I don't see a spade. Oh man, I can't zoom in any further. I mean, I thought he said it was lying next to a cart. Oh, there we go. There's a spade. Well, I mean, I feel like, you know, if we don't do it now, then we will lose honor. Because we told him we were going to do it. Okay, we got a spade. And now we need to walk in this direction to get the ring. On the way there, we could stop off here at this activity giver. And see what other activities are available here in this little town. Nice music. I'm digging this game, man. Really liking it. I really feel like I'm a part of the world. Who's this? It's Milan. I'm not going to pickpocket him. Hey. Hey, Milan, what's up?
Good health to you.
And to you. Tell me a little bit about Rattay. Oh my gosh. What kind of lord is Hanush?
What kind of governor is Sir Hanush?
Sir Hanush is a good lord. Things won't be the same when that wastrel Sir Hans takes over. That will be a sorry day.
Okay. How's life here?
What's life like in Rattay?
We got sturdy walls and 2 castles to protect us. There's not many towns have that. And we got everything we need here. We've got an apothecary, a swordsmith, an armourer. We've got a beautiful church and a fine alehouses.
Wow, he should work for the tourism board.
How do the Rattay folk get on with the refugees?
Well, they have it tough, no doubt. But there's not enough room for them here. How much longer will they be living on our streets? Nothing good will come of this. What if one of them's brought the plague with them?
Have you heard anything about the Cumans in Sigismund's army?
Don't talk to me about that fucking rabble. A soldier was saying in the alehouse, them barbarians impale people on spikes, rape women. They hold nothing sacred, the filthy heathens.
Alright, nice talking to you. What's this about you fight for coin? Did we learn this from
Are you
somebody?
the brawler who takes bets?
What's it to you?
Well, I'm a Skalitz refugee, and I'd like to try my luck against you.
Hang on, I know who you are. And I'll only fight you for silver. Got it?
Why silver, dude?
Why for silver?
Do I really have to tell you? Look at yourself, and then look at the others. All they've got to wager is their labour. But you've got coin.
Interesting. Do me a favor, punch me. What are the rules?
Are there any rules?
Aye, a couple. Whoever lands on his arse or runs, loses. And no knives, axes, or any of that shit. You'll forfeit your wager for that, got it?
Alright. Oh, jeez. Well, let's try to fight him one time. Well, first of all, let's leave and read our quest log, then maybe we'll try to fight him.
God be with you.
Okay, oh, cool, the game saved. So if we look at our quests here, we have one called Do Me a Favor, Punch Me. Oops. Okay, hold on. Trying to I thought over here... Okay, whatever. There's a brawler in Rattay who fights people for silver. Maybe I could beat a groschen or two out of him. Beat Milan, beat Ringlet, beat Steven. Okay, there's just people walking around here that we could beat up on. Let's go beat up on him a little bit. He's probably going to kick our butt. I'm not real good at fighting in these games, but let's give it a shot. Let's fight.
Let's fight.
I told you. Don't come back to me till you've beaten Steven and Ringlet. Got it?
Sorry, I missed that part. I totally missed that part. So he was the quest giver. So we're supposed to beat Steven and Ringlet before we could fight him. And we'll get to them when we walk over here. And let's keep walking in this direction towards this body we're supposed to dig up. Oh, here's some food we could eat. Oh gosh. What do we have in our inventory? Do I have any meat in my inventory? I don't have any meat. If there's going to be dogs here, we're going to need some meat to throw to the dogs. I mean, I don't know if that's something that I can actually do, but... yeah. Good thief. Well, let's just go take a look at what we're up against here. This is going to be the executioner's place here, most probably. It's a big place. But whatever we're looking for is in this direction. Just walking up here in broad daylight. What if there's like wolves in these woods that I need to worry about? Bears. That's kind of steep. Oh, there's a building over there. Maybe that's the executioner's place. It's a big pit here. It's pretty up here. Could be dogs around here. Oh. Start digging. You've discovered Gallows Hill. Execution places were situated on hilltops at crossroads and out of town as they were considered unclean. So why put it on a hilltop? I guess, I don't know. These were deserted places that everyone avoided. No craftsman would work nearby for fear of losing his reputation. The only one to be seen thereabouts was the executioner, who often lived near the site. Common folk would approach the gallows or execution place for the sole purpose of witnessing an execution. Executions became popular folk entertainment, often with the whole town gathering to watch. But sentencing to capital punishment was a right granted only to selected towns, and by no means all of them had their own executioner. Huh. Was this where I'm supposed to dig? Let's dig. That's a neat effect. Oh my gosh. Okay. Use?
Nothing on the left hand. The right? Oh shit, there's nothing there either. Where the fuck is that ring? Oh, the stench makes me want to puke. Peshek will pay for this.
So I guess I thought that that was just going to be the wrong body. But, oh geez. Oh, those are just lambs or sheep or whatever. Those are dogs. Interesting. Toggle quest log. There we go. This is what I wanted to see. So, I talked to Peshek about the time I spent lying helpless at his mill while his niece Theresa took care of me. It seems I ran up a bill with the apothecary. It took a bit of effort, but I succeeded in paying Peshek what I owed him. Actually, it didn't take any effort at all. Now we're all square. Peshek confided in me that he'd be willing to buy stolen goods from me from time to time. In exchange for the treatment I got at his mill, the miller wanted me to get him a ring that was buried on a corpse under the gibbet. I dug up the corpse, but the ring wasn't there. Okay. Yeah, I didn't find any ring on the corpse. Peshek has some explaining to do. My thought was that it's just simply the wrong corpse. But, nope, I guess not. We are now going to go back to Peshek. That was actually pretty easy. It's very, very easy. I'm okay with that. I like easy. Whoa. Careful now. I'm just making a beeline. Just aiming right for the marker on my compass up there. I don't need no roads. It's a pretty steep hill, but we can manage it. We're young. We're fit. Nothing we can't handle. Fly agaric? Oh, it's a mushroom. Right? Oh crap, a dog. Let's keep walking. You discovered Rattay. Rattay. Rattay was a small market town with two castles, the upper castle known simply as Rattay Castle, and the lower castle known as Perkstein, or Perkenstein. The oldest written record of Rattay dates back to the 13th century when it was the property of Pribislav of Rattay, mentioned in records in 1263 and 1289. About the same time, ownership of Rattay passed to Burgrave Hraznada of Uzich, whose sons held several other castles and villages in the surrounding area. In 1293, King Wenceslas II gave Rattay to Bishop Tobias of Bechyne. Then it became the property of Burgrave Heineck of Duba, who was the heir to the house of the lords of Lipa. Rattay experienced its greatest renown and prosperity under the administration of Henry of Lipa, died 1329, his sons and grandchildren. His son John, died 1338, didn't live much longer, was the most politically active. The town was also governed by Henry's relatives, the lords of Perkstein, Chiswick, and Hanush. Under their administration, the two castles were built, as were the churches, and the village was given strong fortifications. We're going to stop reading there. That's a lot to read. Oh no, did I hurt myself? You'll be alright. Yeah, we'll just come right back down here. Dude, you'll be alright. It's okay. So I'm curious about this thing we just picked up. It's not showing up as a fly agaric. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. A brightly colored mushroom that draws attention to itself. Potentially life-threatening when consumed by humans. In small doses, though, it can have various effects and thus is often used in alchemy. Okay. Interesting. Let's run. Very quiet now. Super quiet around here. Very peaceful. There's somebody standing over there. Where are you, Peshek? You've got some splaining to do. Hey. There was no ring there, dude.
There was a corpse in the grave, but no ring. What the fuck is going on?
Easy, Hal. Hold your horses. If the ring wasn't on the corpse, the executioner must have taken it before he buried the body.
I can see where this is going. You want me to get the ring from the executioner?
Clever lad. Only I wouldn't recommend talking to him about it. He's a bit touchy on the subject of robbing the dead. It'd be better to pinch it from his house.
Fine, I'll do it. I'm just a thief.
All right, I'll go and find that ring.
It should be in a trunk somewhere in the house. And look here, Henry. Do you know how to get past a lock?
Yeah,
Get
dude,
past
you
the
just
lock.
showed me.
You mean jemmy it off with a crowbar?
No, you don't. I mean the delicate, gentle art of opening it quietly and with sensitivity.
Oh my god.
Like popping a young maiden's cherry.
I have some experience.
All right. I'm glad to hear you're not as clumsy as you look. Here's a lockpick for the job.
Oh, gee, thanks. Okay. Jeez. Oh, man. All right. It's time for me to end this episode. When we come back next time, maybe we'll just begin our life of thievery or continue it. Cool. Bell ringing up there. Yeah, maybe we'll go up and we'll see if we can't steal this thing from the executioner. I don't know. Let me know what you think about what is going on in this game. I'm having a lot of fun playing it. I hope you guys are having fun following me along. If you are, maybe leave me a like or a comment. Thank you guys so much for watching. I sure hope to see you again in the next episode.